Good morning. All around the world, trust in politicians is down, cynicism is up, and it's been happening for a very long time. I saw a story out of America recently that reflected that decline. In about 1962, trust in politicians in America was around about 75%. That was before the assassination of John Kennedy in 1963. So you compare that with today when that trust element is around 20 or 25%, and then the political class will throw up its hands in surprise and wonder why we elect outlier candidates and outlier parties, which is happening in Western democracies all around the place. It'll keep happening until such time, there goes the train, until such time as we find politicians we can trust. And it's in that context, I think, we view the latest controversy concerning ministerial expenditures and these guidelines. Really, again, yesterday the Prime Minister and Dr. Chalmers are out there defending Annika Wells, saying that she didn't breach any guidelines. Well, maybe not. Then let's examine those guidelines. They also say that they don't control the guidelines. That's true. An independent body controls them, but the politicians design the guidelines, and they need to be redesigned, and they need to be redesigned quickly. Trust is just so important in every aspect of our lives, isn't it? Including sport. And it was in that context I talked the other day about Eli Katoa, the fine young Melbourne man and player who plays for the Storm, and he played for Tonga in the Pacific Championships. And he suffered a potentially life-threatening and certainly, I would think, career-ending injury in a game playing for Tonga. And it's been the subject of an inquiry by the NRL. Now, there might be good reasons why the full report is held back, but I mentioned the other day that it needs to be a comprehensive and transparent report. Well, I can't find a report yet, and maybe they're holding it back until all the appeals run their course. But a couple of doctors have been suspended for 2 years. Let me read you just a little bit of the report, just a couple of lines. Tonga's staff conducted an on-field test and determined Katoa did not require a full HIA. We need to hear about that. What was the nature of that test? How did he pass that? Because he had a knock before the game, then another one in the first half of the game, came back on, suffered a catastrophic one in the second half of the game, and then had seizures. The investigation has identified a number of serious concerns regarding possible breaches of the NRL rules and protocols by a number of individuals in the way that Mr. Katoa was treated. And then says, these concerns relate to a possible breakdown in communications between responsible medical and health professionals in relation to the safety of Mr. Katoa, including through a failure to share and disclose information that was vital to the health of the player. You know, that's damning stuff. But a breakdown in communications, what exactly is that? And how did it happen? You're dealing with the health and welfare of young people playing these sports. Who said what to whom? Where did the breakdown happen? How did it happen? How do we make sure it doesn't happen again? Every week, clubs are playing fast and loose with this issue. We see players on the field, excuse me, who shouldn't be on the field. We're not medical people, we're not professionals, but that's their job. We just get the feeling sometimes that maybe some clubs, maybe some doctors are just looking for that edge. Hope it's not the case, but as fans, sometimes it appears that way. So in that context, 2-year bans simply aren't enough. We need to find out exactly what happened here and how it was allowed to happen. Form of breakdown of communication. Makes no sense. I hope Ellie's okay, and I hope he has a good lawyer. Have a good day.